South Dakota's Republican legislative leaders say child care and teacher pay will be among their top priorities this year in Pierre. With South Dakota's legislative session less than a week away, we sat down with them last night to talk about their goals. Tonight, KETHLEN's Dan Centella catches up with the legislative leaders on the other side of the aisle.
House Bill 1042, which would reimburse school districts for the money spent on meals for kids eligible for free or reduced meals, has Democratic lawmakers' attention.
First of all, I think one of the number one goals is the great work that's been done by Representative Caden Whitman on the school lunch program. She's built a great bipartisan coalition that has revised that issue from last year.
Representative Orrin Lesmeister of the Parade area brings up this effort when asked about another issue. Do you foresee any action taking place with regard to child care access?
Boy, I hope so. That, outside of the school lunch programs, that is the largest need in South Dakota right now is child care. Everywhere you go, everybody you talk to, the first thing they say is, I can't find daycare.
However, Larson is not optimistic that topic will spend much time in the spotlight.
One thing that you will not be seeing probably is a lot of bills related to childcare, even though it was one of the critical issues that came out of just public dialogue in Sioux Falls this year. And that's quite unfortunate. I think there's a little bit more work to be done there. There's also a lack of political appetite for that.
There are only 11 Democrats in the South Dakota State Legislature, which has 105 seats. Lesmeister says it's important to bear in mind the will of the voters.
Our big goals are just to make sure we do what's right for South Dakota. Make sure that South Dakotans are aware of what's going on in Pierre. And at the end of the day, making sure we respect what they want to have done. That's my biggest goal.
Dan Centella, KETHLEN News.
The legislative session begins Tuesday. South Dakota Governor Kristi Noem will give her annual State of the State address, and we'll bring you team coverage from Pierre. From KETHLEN's Bob Mercer, Eric Mayer, and Dan Centella.